women of the Channel Leadership Network. I'm Jackie Rives, your community leader, and welcome to another Woman of the Week. This week, I am super excited to be introducing you to Krystal Ducharme, Operation Director for our events with the Channel Company. Hi, Krystal. Thank you for being willing to allow us to celebrate you this week.
Thank you so much, Jackie. I appreciate you asking me.
Well, I'm super excited to get to know you better. I always learn something really new and have mouth-dropping moments when I'm talking to our own team members. So let's jump in. Where do you live and where did you grow up if that's different?
Yeah, so I live in New Hampshire. I grew up in New Hampshire. Love it here. Love it all. Love all the seasons. My whole family's here. As much as I'd like to live somewhere warmer, I'm never going to leave.
I love it. I love it. Yeah. Okay, so let's pivot to what is a little known fact about you?
Yeah, I had to think hard about this. I was wondering what people might not know about me. But so I grew up dancing as just my little fun fact. Yeah, from the time I was about 4 years old, my mom put me in dance and I did it all through high school. All of it. I did ballet, jazz, you name it. We competed around the country. I got to dance in some really cool places, Disneyland. I was in the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade 1 year.
Wow.
I know, so that's my fun fact usually. It was great. It took up a lot of my time growing up. It kept me busy. It was such a great outlet for me, though. You know, worked on a team, made lifelong best friends that I'm still friends with today. So that was my hobby growing up.
I love that. And
Yeah.
now that makes so much sense at, MES's closing party last year. I love it.
I love my
All,
dancing.
yeah, I love it. All right. So let's switch gears a little bit. And maybe if you could share a little bit about your career path and how you reached this position you currently hold today.
Sure. So straight out of college, actually, I went and got a job, when nobody knows what they want to do, but I got a job at a little known company to me at the time, Vision Events, actually, which was owned by Gartner. As a contractor, I just started working at the front desk. I was the receptionist. Yeah, back in 2005, and I worked there for a number of years. I moved on to the marketing department for a little while, actually, and then over to the operations team. And then in 2008, that division was acquired by now the Channel Company. So I have been working for the Channel Company since 2008, which is about 15 years now, which is crazy. It's gone by fast. I know. And I've always been on the event operations team since being with the Channel Company because it's just my passion. It's what I love doing. I love being behind the scenes. And then about a year ago, I got the opportunity to step into a leadership role, so leading the event operations team. So I've been doing that for just over a year now, and it's been great because I love the team. I love the people I work with. We're like a little family. So yeah, so that's kind of my career. I've kind of been here on these events ever since day one.
Yeah, and I will say you definitely have a passion for what you're doing and your patience and openness to all my crazy ideas is so appreciated. You guys are definitely just, no one can even see the amount of effort that goes into what you guys do.
Yeah.
And you do it so seamlessly. And I love that about you and your entire team.
Well, thanks.
So this is one of my favorite ones. What do you do to protect or create that work-life balance?
Yeah. It's a great question because I find it's hard in our industry, right? In events, being on the road can be kind of tasking. I have a son who's 5. Of course, my husband, I have 2 dogs. So we travel a lot, not to just the live events that, people see me at, but venue visits, sourcing hotels, industry events, to get out there. So it can be a lot. But what I try to do is when I'm home and I'm with my family. So I make sure that I bring my son to school every day. I pick him up every day. There's a couple hours each night that is really just for us, right? Dinner time, bed, bath, etc. I'm there and I'm present. And then if I have to jump back on at night, work a little later or something, absolutely, I'll do that, whatever it takes to get events together because you're on a very real timeline when it comes to live events.
Yeah.
But there are just those couple of hours that I always try to like put my phone down, not look at my computer, and just kind of be with my family.
I love that you have figured it out while your son is younger and you have those boundaries in place because they are so important. I did not do a great job at that. And it was a challenge, like keep trying, like, yes, we're human, we're going to make
Absolutely.
mistakes. We'll get caught up in those time crunches. But I love that you put these, you know, boundaries. So when you are home that you can invest in your son and family because it goes by so fast. Okay. What made you want to be in a leadership position?
Yeah. Actually, I feel like that was easy in some ways because our team is so phenomenal. The people I've worked with every day just kind of made that an easy decision. They work so hard. We work really well together. When it happened to come upon me, I thought, why not? This is a no brainer. I love working with them every day. So if I can take a step back from my usual role and be able to talk to them more often, brainstorm with them, help them with challenges. It's rewarding. They inspire me. I'd say, yeah, it was just a no brainer. It was kind of the natural next step. And it's really because of the team that I work with.
I am in awe of your team and you. You guys are so great and positive, and I can see why that became a bit of a no-brainer, using your words,
Yeah.
on leading such an amazing group. I mean, hands down, the best in the business for sure. All right. I think we have time for one more.
Okay.
So I would love to know what you look for in inspiration or mentorship.
Yeah. I have been very fortunate, I would say, in my career here. I have always worked with people or for people who have, I would say, pushed me out of my comfort zone, have seen potential in me when I hadn't seen it yet, right? So I think that's a huge part is just looking at your colleagues or your direct reports or people in every department and just being that positive influence on them.
Hmm.
I think that it's huge. You want other people to be better. You want them to succeed in their careers. And then you also care about them personally. I think that ties in really well together. I think that's what's inspiring to me. It's just that the truly caring, but then pushing people to their potential when they don't think they've got it, but they do.
I love that answer. Krystal, it was so great getting to know you. Thank you so much for sharing some of your experience, insight, and journey with all of us here in the Women of the Channel Leadership Network and allowing us to celebrate you as our Woman of the Week.
Thank you so much for having me, Jackie. It's great talking with
Yeah.
you.
Yes, I always love learning more about the people that I
Yeah,
work
this is
with every
fun.
day. Yes, it is. It's so much fun. All right. Let's be sure to continue the conversation. You heard Krystal's tips. Share yours. We can only get better by sharing our insights and ways that we're managing that work-life balance, and leadership and mentoring and inspiration. So keep the conversations going, comment below, and until next time, happy Wednesday.